Hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can.
Hello,
Hear me
hello. Let me
fine.
know if you guys can. Hello. Let me know if you guys can.
I'm just making sure everything is good. Hopefully, like things aren't like echoing or anything. But yeah, let me know what you guys, if you guys can hear me fine. I think everything. I think everything's fine. But hi guys, hello. I hope you guys are doing great. Just making sure everything's all good. Ba-da-bum. Yum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Hold on. Here we go. Title. Wait, what about a title? What about a title? Bum-bum-bum-bum. Let's see. Title? Wait, what? What's the title today? I mean, the title's fine. Hold on. What's up, everybody? What's up? Some a little stuff like that. Wait, what is? I mean, the title on YouTube should be fine. I can double check it really quickly. Let me just make sure everything's good. There we go. What's up, everybody that is here? I see a lot of people on YouTube right now. Chipped Time, hello. Tomato Man, when are we getting the hover guide? I'm gonna be uploading that on Wednesday. I was gonna upload it on Saturday, but there was some last minute things I couldn't edit, and I was just really busy with Anime Expo, Beyblade at Anime Expo and stuff. Pretty much. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know, I also stream on Twitch. Primarily stream through there. Let me see if I can grab the link real quick, actually. For those of you who may be interested. Because I'll probably sign off of YouTube whenever I want a game. You know? It's 2 a.m. for you. What's up, carbs? Wait, where's my stuff? There it is. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about Anime Expo stuff, Beyblade Nationals, that type of thing. There's some things that I've been able to say. I know there's a lot of people like wanting some clear things, so I'll give what I can. Because I talked to Takara Tomy. I talked to some higher ups and producers of Takara Tomy, and I also talked to ADK, who manages the stuff in the West. There was no Hasbro representatives there, but I did talk to ADK. I talked to Takara Tomy. Got some information that I can share, so you know. Fuzz, welcome in. Sagittario, I love Sagittario from Metal Fight Beyblade. Sagittario from Metal Fight Beyblade is goated. Is goated. One of my favorite Beyblades is Flash Sagittario, so it's really awesome. Hope you had fun at the expo. Yeah, it was fun. The one thing I do want to say, like straight up, is that the Anime Expo tournament itself was kinda like it was just like for fun, kind of. It was still a serious tournament that like had some prizes and stuff like that. But it wasn't anything crazy, you know. Like it was mostly them just kind of like really getting in the flow of running a tournament. Oh, Ty, I didn't know that's your YouTube. I didn't know that's your YouTube. That's really cool. What's up, Ilanuk? Nuck. Was it it's so funny because like Takara told me, like I talked to I talked to Marco, who's on the Takara Tomy producer side of teams. I think you streamed with him last year for the last year Worlds, I think. Or wait, was that, or wait, did you stream with him, or were you were like around him? I'm pretty sure. I know you were with Eiley and Ken as well. Eiley's great though. She's from Torrance, which is like basically from LA. So like she her and I like vibe because, you know, we're both from LA, and I'm like, oh my god, you know. The change in pace that Beyblade has taken, thanks for making sick content about it. Of course, yeah. I mean, I'm debating on I'm debating if I should like do a little like vlog about Anime Expo, because the thing is that I did record a lot of stuff, but I never like spoke to the camera that often. Like I didn't really do vlog stuff, but I might just do like stuff where I voice over stuff, because yeah, that's mainly I got like a lot of B-roll. I entered one of the mini tournaments and I got to the semifinals and stuff like that. So like really I did some stuff. I did some stuff. But yeah, the main thing I want to talk about is the what's it called? The Beyblade national information that I did. Do you have all your matches recorded? Not all of them. So okay, so my producer match that I got was recorded. The producer match I got was recorded. And then wait, no, it wasn't recorded. Sorry. I'm mixing them up. My producer matches, I had two. I fought two of the producers. I fought Marco, and then I fought who was the other guy I fought? I think the guy I fought was the guy who created the Evangelion Beyblades, because him and I ended up talking on the side as well. If you guys know what Evangelion is, they are doing like a collaboration with Beyblade is doing a collaboration with Evangelion. And the Beyblades look really sick. But I met the guy who made the Evangelion Beyblades, and then I talked to him about the process that they kind of go about when creating like Beyblades, like regular Beyblades as well. I got to talk a little bit about that, and I got to talk about like homages a little bit as well, which was cool. We mostly talked about Valkyrie, if I'm being honest. We mostly talked about Valkyrie regarding like new releases and stuff. Yo, what's up, Zila? It's good to see you. But okay, what's it called? But I didn't record my producer matches just because I was by myself when I did those, and I couldn't like set up like a tripod or anything, and like everyone, like as soon as I got up on the stage, it was like way too late for me to give my phone to someone. On the mini tournament, I did get my matches recorded by my girlfriend. With the main tournament, I got some B-roll and like stuff about the rules and stuff like that. But my actual match that I played in, it was a little bit recorded, but like not much of it. Like mostly like the end, because my girlfriend thought I was on the other side, and then she had to come back around. And by the time she came back around, we were like halfway through it, pretty much. But you know, I do think the Anime Expo tournament, it was definitely like, how'd I say, more of like an exhibition tournament in a way, like because the one thing I was disappointed by with the Anime Expo tournament is that their prizes weren't anything like crazy. Like if you won the mini tournament, you kind of got like the same stuff. I think the only thing you didn't get was that like people. I think if you won, you got like the sneak attack stadium. I think if you won, you got the sneak attack stadium, and then I think if you got second, you also got the sneak attack stadium as well. But you didn't get like a gold Beyblade or a silver Beyblade or a bronze Beyblade or anything like that. It was mostly just like you got like a little certificate, and then you got like some product and stuff like that. But it wasn't. It was like I think I know second place they got like 3 product. I think they got the Bahamut Blitz from Hasbro. I think a Bullet Griffin and an Ether. And then they got their certificate. And then the first place, oh, and also the sneak attack stadium. And then first place also got the sneak attack stadium. I think they got what's it called? The Bullet, not a Bullet, Bahamut. And I don't remember what other base they got though. I don't remember what other base they got. Top 3 all got the sneak attack. Yeah. I don't know what he got for second place, and he said he got Bahamut, I think Ether, and then I think like Bullet is what he said. Something like that. I don't remember exactly what first got. I know first got a sneak attack stadium, but that's it. Can I ask for a Pegasus Blast combo? It's funny actually. I'm making a video, a short form video about that. I'm making a short form video about that in a few days, a little bit. But a Pegasus Blast combo right off the top of my head, I would say would be Pegasus Blast Wheel on 960 or 360 Rush or Kick. And then if you have Heavy, I would use Pegasus Blast Heavy, 360 or 960 Kick, or Rush or Low Rush. Those are definitely my top ones. And also, I realized that for the Hasbro Stadium, Pegasus Blast might be like the best for like Hasbro stadiums. No audio? Twitch, can you hear me? Let me see. Oh. Is it fine now? Best. Is it fine now? Yeah, okay. I think YouTube is just a little weird. Hold on. You don't. You can hear? Okay. If it's fine now, let me know. Okay. Thank you, Zila, by the way, for reassuring. What's it called? Z, I forgot. You have mod experience, right? You have mod experience, right? I might ask a favor in the future. I can't still. People can hear, but they can't. Did you? Now I can? Okay. Well, YouTube just being weird. If you guys, if YouTube for some reason ends up like crashing or something, it's off sync. Ay, Dios mío. If you guys want more clear stuff, I gotta restart the stream. I am also on Twitch. If the audio is weird for you, if the audio is weird for you, stop and restart the app. Bullet, can you hear me fine? I closed and opened up the app and I hear now. Stop and restart the app. Okay. So if you are listening, if you're over on YouTube, I would say try to restart the app if you can. Also, Zila. Was it? I don't know. It's funny though, because I've known Zila for like the longest time. I think I've known you since before I started streaming, actually. I honestly want to say that I think I've known you since like 2019. Maybe 2020. Back when I was like barely 20 years old. or not 20 years old. I don't remember. I'm like 26, so I'm like, 6 years ago. We are good. Okay. If you guys had to restart, I'm sorry. Long time ago. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If you guys play in a Hasbro stadium, I think Blast is probably the best combo. Not the best combo, sorry. I think Blast is probably the best Beyblade for the Hasbro stadium. Because I think Blast Wheel or Blast Heavy, like Shark can't do much against Blast Wheel. And then also you can just like hit, like Wizard Rod sucks in the Hasbro stadium, dude. Wizard Rod is so bad. When's your birthday? My birthday is November 5th. My birthday is November 5th. November 5th, 1999. Because, I was born near the turn of the century. A month out. About a month out. I'm a blader from Singapore and will be taking part in my first ever G1. I can't help but feel nervous. Any tips? So, one thing okay. I also felt nervous at the Anime Expo tournaments. Like, even the mini tournament, I was, like, extremely nervous. Because I was on stage. Like, they put me on stage for almost every battle. And I was, like, literally in front of, like, I was just playing against my opponent in front of, like, 60, 70 people watching. And it's just, like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Are they playing in Hasbro Stadium for the GP? So, no, but okay. So the one thing I wanted to say about this is basically ADK told me, which ADK, if you don't know who ADK is, they are the ones that are overlooking the GP. They're not going to be on the ground like actually running it. They're outsourcing it to another company who is going to be in charge of it. But ADK is still gonna have hands mostly behind the scenes with the GP and stuff like that. But they told me that they're prioritizing the BX10. They just said that the only thing that would like mess up them using the BX10 is the supply issues. So basically everyone, including the companies themselves, are having a hard time getting product and stadiums. So they are hoping that things can ramp up soon. They have reserves in Takaratomi stadiums, but they are like absolutely prioritizing the BX10. They did tell me that they see what everyone is saying and how how everyone wants a more standardized system in North America, because I talked to them and they were like, and I was like, hey, like, everyone really wants to play the same way Asia's playing. Like, everyone wants a standardized system. Everyone wants to be in the stands. People want to be in the Takaratomi stadiums. People want to use what Asia's using, stuff like that. And then they were like telling me like, yeah, we totally get that. They were pretty much telling me that they do have restrictions, of course, because Takaratomi and Hasbro like have requests for, or not requests, but like want them to do certain things and stuff like that. But they're trying their best to prioritize the best competitive experience for everybody. We need the rules for the GP and official parts list. Yeah, I think we'll be getting them very soon for the official part lists. But they did tell me that they're gonna be very similar to the way Anime Expo handled stuff, which is basically like if they released something like Hasbro, the Hasbro equivalent, the TT equivalent to the Hasbro Beyblade will be allowed. They did tell me that. Haven't been too updated with the West Coast Bladers activities at AX, but hope you had and others had fun. Yeah. It was fun. I aspire to be like you. Well, thank you. I mean, just try your best. Like, if you aspire to be like, like really like what I do is just I'm constantly just trying my best on everything. So the more you work, the more, and the harder you work, honestly, the harder you work, the more opportunities will present themselves to you. Yeah, of course, V2. But yeah, they did tell me that. They did tell me that they're prioritizing all that. I also got invited to go attend that Funko event as well, and they also put me on like this list as well, which is really cool. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to provide more to the community through that as well. So I've been told that they're gonna be trying to reach out to me more often, because I also showed them Southern California's Beyblade website as well, and they are very interested. They're very interested in working with the West Coast Bladers Southern California scene as well. I can't really say too in depth what they're gonna be working towards with the community, because there's plans right now, but there's some stuff coming up right now that is being community run, that the official Beyblade team wants to hand in, basically. So it's really cool, really cool. And one thing I can say as well is was that Takara Tomy reps are also visiting some of Southern California's Beyblade tournaments as well. That's one of the coolest things. I was able to give them the website and show them how the tournaments are run as well, because I have video footage of everything. So I was able to be like, hey, here's a trailer for this tournament. And they watched it and they really loved it and were super excited. I showed them Happy Humble Hub's trailer, the tournament over in Alhambra. I also showed them a little bit of Beef Gym as well, and I showed them a trailer from Joyful that Roku made. If you guys are from the Southern California community, you would know who Roku is. But I showed all that footage to ADK and Takara Tomy themselves. They were really hyped about it. They were really hyped about it. I almost bought a pair of Beyblades in December. You should have done it, Zila. I'm like, if you never need advice, I'll give you advice. I forget where you're located though. Being a good ambassador of the community. Thank you. I'm trying. Like, I know one thing for competitive games is that, like, communities, I feel like I even spoke to ADK about this, and I was just like, I feel like communities, grassroots communities, the fan communities, sometimes can be overlooked. They can sometimes be overlooked regarding competitive games sometimes, and I really want to be able to bring the community, the fan community, to the forefront, because of course we're the ones buying their product. We're the ones also hosting like a majority of the tournaments in North America right now as well. So I know they want to have a hand in, hosting more tournaments here. So if we have that system, they want to be able to see that. I decided to buy a Steam Deck. Costa Rica. What time is it in Costa Rica? What time is it over there? Costa Rica is probably beautiful though. It's probably beautiful. 1845. Let me forget. Seems like I got into Beyblade at just the right time. Stadiums are now double the price they were when I got mine. Oh yeah. I'm very glad I got into it very early. I got into Beyblade X when Phoenix Wing came out. Right around the time Phoenix Wing came out. I think that was only what, like, was that like 6 months into Beyblade X? Maybe like 6 months. I don't really remember. 1845. Military time confuses me. But I think that 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I can't. 6:45. Oh, wait, it's only an hour ahead of me. Interesting. Also, Snom had just appeared on my stream at Mall have a good time at the mall, Ozru, and eat some desserts for me, because I have a sweet tooth. I'm low-key craving a Pizookie. Have you guys ever had a Pizookie? I'm like low-key craving one. I don't know why. But anyway. Anyway, there's a lot of things coming with the national qualifiers though. ADK told me quite a lot. Takara Tomy, I do want to say this though. Takara Tomy isn't involved. They're not involved with the nationals. As in that they're not like gonna be there and stuff like that. Takara Tomy has given ADK and Hasbro guidelines of what to follow for the World Tournament, but they the only ones who are gonna be there are ADK, possibly ADK, some ADK staff. I don't know how many ADK staff are gonna be there, but I do know some ADK staff will be there, and they're gonna be like basically working in the background of everything. And then the company, the third-party company that they're hiring for stuff on the ground, is gonna be the main people running everything, like judging and announcing matches and stuff like that. I'm not sure if the UK has something similar going on. I forgot what Baymax said about that, but you know, be like that. But I think everything is headed towards a way where they're trying to definitely make sure everyone's happy, the most happy, you know. Everyone's trying to be conscious of what the community wants, and I think that's great. I think the Anime Expo tournament, I don't think it's gonna be the exact, like, how do I say, it's not gonna be, of course, 1-to-1 at all. I do think the parts list and the rules will be very close to each other, but but I know, like, you know, it's gonna be on Takara Tomy stadiums, prioritized to be, and it's still gonna be 1-on-1, first to 4 points. Still gonna be 1-on-1. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I only know one place in SoCal to get a Pizookie. If you know, you know. BJ's? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of BJ's. Unless, like, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited. If you guys are in Southern California, I'm actually hosting a national tournament, like practice tournament. It's gonna be like 96 players. It's gonna be about 96 players, and we're gonna basically, you know, do the same thing. We're just gonna do Swiss. We're gonna do Swiss. Oh, I did want to talk about this because I talked about Valkyrie, Glory Valkyrie a lot to Takara Tomy. I think I mentioned that earlier, but they were so adamant. It was so funny. They were so adamant. They're like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And it's funny, I'm like, okay, like, you guys are saying it's gonna be good. Like, let me show, okay, we have Wizard Rod, right? We have Wizard Rod. And we have Shark Scale. Those are like the top of the food chain. Like, is it gonna be like that? And they were like, and then I was like, what about Aero Pegasus? And they're like, yeah, a little closer to Aero Pegasus, like, stuff like that. Beyblade community was that big. It is pretty big, Z. It is pretty big. Well, like, it's small ish, but it's getting bigger every day. It's getting bigger every day. I don't know how everything is in Costa Rica though. I feel like Costa Rica, I've never heard anything Beyblade wise in Costa Rica. It'll be B tier probably. I think it's gonna be maybe A tier, because they were basically saying, they're like, because I was like, because with Aero Pegasus, because I'm like, dude, like Aero Pegasus, in my opinion, like, because Shark Scale and Wizard Rod are like S tier or whatever, S tier, and then I'm like, Aero Pegasus is like right next to that. Like Aero's like in A tier, but like the top of A tier, and they're like, we think it's gonna be like that. They're like, we think it's gonna be very good. It's gonna hit hard. It's gonna be one of the best attack types, and I'm like, okay. Okay. But they firmly think though, well, at least they firmly told me confidently that it's gonna be good. I haven't really seen too much footage besides what they have put on their stream, but not their stream, their YouTube videos. But their YouTube videos are also very not accurate as well. Especially after fighting some of the producers, they have like some pretty low RPM, pretty low RPM. For reference, I figured out mostly because I was like testing it with some friends. My average RPM on Winder is around like 13,000. So my average RPM on Winder is about 13,000. The highest I've ever gotten is I think 14,200 on RPM for Winder. But the way they launched, it felt like they were like launching like at 7,000, 8,000 RPM. And I'm like, man, you guys got to go all out, because the way they launch, they kind of like pull like this, and then they stop themselves. I don't trust their YouTube videos. Yeah, I mean, it's marketing. Shark 450 level. It's okay. 450. I don't think 50 height is very great on Shark at all. What I'm expecting. They were like confidently being like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And when I talked to Ken as well, he said like, yeah, it hits hard. I think it'll be good. I just need to know if it's like stamina is good, you know? I need to know if it has decent stamina. I do know, due to the leaks, that Valkyrie is like the same height as Aero Pegasus on like a ratchet, I think. So I want to say it's like 60 height built in. And then Shark's 760 low rush. Shark 760 low rush is good, but in my experience, I think it's too low to the ground, and you're gonna sacrifice your stamina a lot. I think if you want to be on 760, you'd want to be on rush. Low rush will give you some good aggression, but I think you also want some stamina to go alongside that as well. That's been a combo recommended by Antori's Rouge Club. Yeah, Eddie Beyblade has used it, 760 rush. I know he's used 760 rush. And you know, like, I think 760. I think rush, in my opinion, I think the most ideal bit for Shark skills is between rush and low rush. What is next after X? I don't know. I know their plans for X are still long, so I know they have like a lot of time with X still. Do you feel like Winder or String was more popular there? I know it's a preference, but did you see one more popular than the other? At Anime Expo, there was definitely more Winder. I think there was more Winder overall that I saw. What's your current deck for competitive? My current deck, so Unleashed, it's Aero Pegasus 150 or 160 rush, Cobalt Dragoon 960 elevate, and Dran Strike on 360 kick as well. I do think I prefer actually 960 over 360 though. So, but yeah, with X though, yeah, they were like, when I didn't really ask them, I'm like, oh, how long is X gonna be and stuff, but when I talked to them about like the homages, they were telling me, they're like, yeah, we got a lot left in the tank for like stuff. Did the producers TT rep mention anything for the anime after? No, I didn't talk to them about the anime. The scalping situation does suck for pretty much everyone, but at least it means insane sales. I would love to see the sales numbers for this year compared to previous. Yeah, I'm pretty sure yeah, they did tell me. It was kind of funny. When I talked about the scalping, they were like, yeah, man, these guys in China, in Taiwan, India, and like stuff like that, they're like buying like everything, like everyone's just like from those countries are buying everything, and they're like, yeah, and we understand why, because they don't have anything. And I'm like, yeah, they don't have anything. They're like, yeah, so like they told me that India, they're gonna be focusing on India right now. They're like really trying to like send a lot of the waves around to India right now, and Taiwan and like Hong Kong and places like that. They're really trying to get supply more there, and then also prioritizing here as well, because they see how the demand is. Did you check out about the Funko Hollywood event? Yeah, so 80K. It was so funny because I went to I went to a mini tournament, and Mana. I think Jake, I think you know who Mana is. She saw me in line and she just came out to me. She's like, "Oh, like, I heard you were here. Like, I didn't see you, whatever." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, like, yeah, I'm just playing in tournaments and like whatever." And then she was like, "Oh yeah, like, are you coming tonight?" And I was like, "To what?" And then she's like, "Oh, the Funko event." And I'm like, "I don't know, because I heard it was just voice actors." If I was like, "Is there a tournament?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh." I was like, "Well," I'm like, "I don't know, like, I really wanna play in a tournament. Like, I don't know, like, I'm like, if it's just a voice actor thing, I don't know if I'd want to go, because like I don't really watch the anime. Like, if I met the voice actors, that'd be cool, but like, I don't want to, like, And then they're like, "Oh, well, you should come, because we're gonna have all of our 80K members there, like, later tonight. You should come, and like, so we can like talk to you more." And I'm like, okay, I'll come. So then I ended up just going, and I met up with Left Burst and Andreas, who's a F1 driver as well, and then I talked to Ashley, and I talked to Lucia actually there, but I talked to Ashley mainly, and that's when I showed her the West Coast Bladers side. Also, hey Doffy, hello. We need more stadiums. Yeah, I know they're prioritizing that. Was there any talks on making more BX10 stadiums? I can't justify paying over 130. I didn't ask them if like specific products were gonna be like more often made or what. They just told me that they are upping the supply. They told me that they hope by end of summer that they hope everything is completely back to normal, or better. So, and I know that also lines up from what certain people who work in like the factories over at Takara Tomi's stuff also have said, from what I have heard. So I definitely know they're like ramping up production on everything. But what's it called? I haven't been able to get Shark Scale yet. Yeah. Yeah, and they want to get it over to India. They said their plans are to like really just wholly introduce it over there. I saw that there was supposed to be a tournament for the Funko event. Yeah. I was like, that's why I asked. I was like, is there a tournament? And they were like, no. And I'm like, yeah. And it felt so bad because a lot of SoCal members ended up going to the Funko event. And they were like, "Oh, like, you here for the tournament?" And I'm like, "Guys, there's no tournament. There's no tournament. They told me there's no tournament." And they're like, "Oh, well, we have our bays just in case." I'm like, yeah. Because you guys are going to have free play and stuff. So it's like, yeah, definitely, like, you guys can still play. But there's no tournament, unfortunately. It was sucky. But, there was a restock on the stadium on Amazon during the Prime sale, and they sold out in the blink of an eye. Yeah, that makes sense. What's it called? I was lucky enough to catch the Shark Scale on Amazon drop twice. I feel bad for those who can't get it in time. Yeah, I think I got one. Do you think that paying for Beyblade coaching is worth it? It depends on who it's from. I think it depends on who it's from, because I think if the person doesn't have like any credentials, aka if they don't have like evidence, like, hey, like, this is I performed at this tournament here, I won this tournament, and like if they have like their accolades are like showing that, and they also can give advice, if they have like reputable knowledge, I think it can be worth it for sure. I think it can definitely be worth it 100%. But I think if they don't really have that, I would say I would be skeptical about it. Cleo Thomas was there, and it was cool. Cleo Thomas. He was? Well, actually, I don't even know who. I think I remember. I remember Holes, but I don't remember I don't remember who that is. AX didn't have a tournament. No, they did. They did have a tournament. I'm talking about the Funko event. The Funko event didn't have a tournament. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, that was really, really cool. I know some of the bays. I think some was like Bahamut, right? I think some people had Bahamut and maybe a strike, but I don't remember. Coaching for tournaments performance should definitely come from those with the hardware and tourney wins. Yeah, like I think if people don't have the accolades and the evidence to back up, you know, yeah, you know, then it's like, yeah. I got lucky and got a mummy curse last week. Oh yeah, I heard that they were also on sale on Amazon then last week. Yeah, Amazon, not Amazon, but mummy curse being a little booster is really cool. Actor who played Zero. Yeah, I mean, well, I remember Holes. I just remember Shia LaBeouf. Like, that's like the main person I remember from Holes. How did you do? I got out early. I got out due to a mistake because basically what happened was my opponent brought an illegal part. I thought it was legal. They had like an Emperor chip and stuff. But I guess they weren't allowed to use it. I guess because it was an illegal part. I thought it was legal. But they told us that we both had to like swap our base or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I got up pretty early. But the winnings for the tournament was just like pretty much like some certificates and like the sneak attack stadium. I remember it was like the main thing. And I know someone got a Bahamut Blitz, but that's pretty much all I know. There wasn't any like gold, silver, bronze bays or anything. And then also 80K and Takaratomi themselves were even telling me that that this is just mostly exhibition as well. So like they're just trying to get a feel for it. But I'm taking away, like, the main thing I feel like I definitely got practice with was just controlling my nerves and overthinking, because I did overthink a bit. Especially when they told me to switch. Oh my god. I was like, I literally just was freaking out a little bit, and I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah. Was it you who said there was someone who had a full set of swapped ratchets? I did say that, yeah. But it was for a mini tournament. It wasn't for the main Expo tournament, but the mini tournament, I think it was in the semifinals. I wasn't in that tournament, but it was another tournament I was watching, and someone had like a full, like they had their main three Beyblades, all their ratchets were all ratchet swapped. And I think Ken wanted the person who had the ratchet swaps to completely switch out the base for the regular, for like the, not the regular ones, but for the stock ones, I think. But I think the judge like was like, oh, like if anyone has stuff to borrow, then like, you know. About the prizes for the GPs, no, they didn't say anything about prizing. They just told, the only thing they told me about the GPs is what's it called? Is that it's first come first serve. That they're prioritizing the BX10 stadiums, and that the list for what is legal and what is not legal was going to be very similar to how they were listing stuff at Anime Expo. What's it called? But yeah, I do think everyone. What's it called? I do think everyone should like be like prepared for it, you know? Because what's it called? I think if you are coming from a place or a region that does like ratchet swaps and like over the shroud points and stuff like that, or if you self KO and it's like not full points, I think everyone should slowly try to try those rules and get experience with those rules, because I literally know someone who was like, oh, I self KO'd and I launched and I just went into the pocket and apparently that's full points here, and I'm like, yeah, it's always been full points. It's of the official rulings are like, if you just throw yourself into the pocket, that's GG's. What the heck? What is Doffy doing? What is Mr. Doffy doing? Is that an Orochi in your PvP? That's kind of funny. But yeah, but I do think everyone should be ready for those rules 100%, because I think it's really like a must. It's like a need. I think a must to know about, because I think if you guys aren't prepared, then unfortunately that is on you. unfortunately full punish. Yeah, like the thing is, Sukaira, and I know you like also like you experienced it as well when you started going to tournaments more often. Like I like, the more you play, the more you understand it. And I feel like once people start playing that type of format, you really are like, oh, I see why, you know. Just want to say, watching your Japan vlog a year ago inspired me to compete in Japan recently. I got knocked out of the G3 in round 3 right before top 4. I also used red arrow on 370 low rush. What did you lose to? I feel like AP 370 low rush is okay. I think it's okay. I'm not a big fan of AP on low rush, if I'm being honest. I just think it can gas out way too quick. Oh no, you're good, Jesper. You're good. But yeah, one thing too is like, also, I think I said this before. If you have talked to me, but just remember, guys, Arrow Pegasus, Valkyrie Volt, Cobalt Drake, at least the blue Cobalt Drake, they're all gonna be like banned for the nationals. So you can't use Arrow Pegasus. That's like the main meta Beyblade from Rare Bay Get Battle that is good, but just be wary of that. You can't use Arrow Pegasus. You also can't use the 170 ratchet, because as of right now, I don't think they have plans to release the 170 ratchet soon, but yeah, like, just, you know. And also, I don't think Brachio Whip, I don't know if Brachio Whip will release. I don't know if it'll release around the time of nationals either. It really makes you clean up your gameplay. No, it does. It does, Casual Blader. It does. It, like, you really do. Like, I don't know what regions you guys are from, but you know, 160 Hexa. I hit scale once and self KO'd. Also agree. I got an arrow on 970 rush. I would use 960, but I got it on Brachio Whip. No, that's fine. I mean, 970 rush is good too. I think 70 height AP is underrated. I just think 170 rush can be a little bit of a gamble, because if you launch a little weird, it's easy to take advantage of Arrow Pegasus 170 rush, because it'll like fall over. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, Sukar, I think the thing is like the more experience you get, the more you're like, oh. If you play in a setting that doesn't have locked deck, do you prepare side options to change out if you feel like more matchups would be more popular? Depends. I would personally no, but I know people who do that. Like, I know people who like definitely just counter people. Like, I know there's one player who literally has a combo just in case they fight me, because they know my deck. But I don't really change my deck too often. I did want to respond to that question. I totally was talking about it earlier, and I totally just didn't continue it. One thing about my own Beyblade X deck. I think I'm going to start using Shark Scale on 160 Rush. I think I'm going to be using Shark Scale 160 Rush. And then I think I'm going to use Meteor 960 Elevate. I think I'm going to use Meteor 960 Elevate. I need to start practicing with it, though. And then I'm also going to use either Dran Strike or Valkyrie. I think I'm going to either use Dran Strike or Valkyrie, but I don't know yet. I don't know. I need to see Valkyrie. I need to get Valkyrie, and I need to test it. Then I need to bring it to a tournament. I started hosting Japanese-style events down here in Illinois, and it helped me improve my launch tech. We play first to 4 points, 3v3. Yeah, that's what we do over here in Southern California. We do first to 4 points, 3-on-3, and then in Top Cut we do best of 3 sets. So you have to win 2 sets. Would you recommend Rubber Excel for the Grand Prix? No, I would not. So one thing also I was told, let me get it. Let me show you guys, because I was shown what a legal RA and a legal Meteor Dragoon looks like. What happened to him? I can't use Aero Pegasus for the Nationals. I can't use Aero Pegasus. I think if I did have Aero Pegasus, I'd be good. Okay, so regarding Rubber Excel, it can only be flat. Well, it can be rounded a little bit, but the sides basically need to be not like too worn. Like I said, basically, like if the sides are like a little like fine, like if they're a little rounded, if the sides are a little rounded, they're fine. But if it loses any height at all, if it loses any height at all, so if it's like this and then it shrinks like a little bit, it's illegal. It's illegal. So you basically have to use almost near fresh Rubber Excel, almost. And then with Meteor, let me show you guys. So with Meteor, where is it? I don't know if you guys can see it actually on here, but if you guys have a Meteor on you, there is a line. There is a line under here on the rubber blade. On the rubber blade right here. If there's a line, if you go past that line, it is considered way too worn and it is illegal. So you cannot go past the line. The good thing is that if you wear it down to around the line, it's actually very, very great for spin stealing still, for on elevate. And hey chat, what's up Rainbow? How are you doing? Yeah, I need to wear down my Meteor Dragoon a little bit more. I still need to wear it down a bit. What's it called? By the way, you guys can totally ask me anything. Please feel free, you guys, to ask me any questions. Ask me any questions while I'm here. Why? Hold on. Okay, I think it's fine. Sorry guys, I was just double checking something. But yeah, I think once I am done talking on YouTube, once no one has any questions and like stuff like that, I might switch to being fully on Twitch, just because I'm gonna be playing Pokemon. But if you guys want me to stream Pokemon on here, just let me know. I'll do that. I can stay and stream Pokemon on here, because I want to play Pokemon Champions and I might want to play Pokemon Coliseum as well. What are your thoughts on Coil and Cobalt getting Hasbro releases with? Oh, wait. Oh, I need to talk about that too. I talked to the Takara Tomy team about the leaks. They were pretty disappointed. Bro. They were like, bro. they were like, bro, like, come on now. I think the leaks are interesting though. With Coil, with Orochi, I don't know when they're gonna release that. It will be interesting. I feel like part of me wants to say that they would, I don't know. I have a feeling like Orochi would either be released like how Bike Croc was, like it's like if they do another like launcher, maybe they'll do. Oh wait, maybe they'll do the purple launcher, the purple string launcher. Wait, that would make sense. That could make sense. What if they did like the purple? If they did the purple string launcher with Orochi, like how we have the Bike Croc, but it's a green string launcher, that'd be kind of cool. And then Cobalt. Oh, I actually talked to them about Cobalt too, a little bit, with Clear Drake. But it does seem like it's not gonna release soon. It does seem like it's not gonna release soon. But I think that'll be interesting. I wonder if they're gonna do like a stadium set for it. I think that would be cool. I also saw something regarding a Pegasus in a stadium set, like how they did Red Cobalt. But I don't know if that's true or not, because it was through an unofficial source that I saw that from. Yeah, I don't know. I know it was someone on the Hasbro side though. I have not turned my Switch on since. I should get on that. That's so valid. Yo, what's up, M? What's up? Oh, also, it does seem like Till Elevate will be legal. It does seem like Till Elevate will be legal for the GP, because they seem to not care about bit colors. They seem not to care about bit colors. So anyone who wants to use like a spin steel combo, Till Elevate moment. Till Elevate. Till Elevate is such an upgrade, man. I mean, and it's nice too. Till Elevate's really nice. Also, Mecca, thank you so much for watching from the Philippines. One day I want to go to the Philippines. Also, Lucy, thank you so much for watching from France. That's so cool. I want to go to France one day too. I want to visit the Eiffel Tower one day. I feel like that's like on everyone's list though. It's kind of like the main touristy spot, isn't it? But it's fine. It's fine. Any tips for countering rod level in the Infinity Stadium? So I haven't really played in the Infinity Stadium much. I think I launched in it like maybe 2 times. So, Fong, you're so tired. Were you at Anime Expo today? I did not go. I was it my girlfriend got a like teddy bear drink from one of the food trucks. It was actually pretty good. The fresh watermelon. It's like, man, I need me some of that. I need me some of that. It was so refreshing. I don't know if you guys have a favorite fruit, but watermelon is like, when watermelon is good, bro. When it's like juicy like that, it's good. It's good. Was it? I am so excited though. I'm really excited that Takara Tomy is gonna start working with. Oh, not Takara Tomy, sorry. 80K is gonna start working with the community though. It's really cool. Aka, thank you. Viewing from Canada. We love Canada. I also would like to visit Canada one day. Seeing your verbal skill improve as time goes on in your videos. I enjoy your newscaster approach you take, and lately you really sound consistent and natural. Thanks. Was it, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Watermelon has to be the best ever, cold or warm. I think it's really nice. It's really nice. It's really refreshing. I didn't like literally after drinking the watermelon, I was like, damn, man. Might need some more of that. I might need some more of that. Like, now I'm thinking about it. It'd be like that though. But what was it called? I think things are looking up though. I want to say that for sure. I think things are looking up for competitive Beyblade as well. I know they also want to work with creators a bit more, which is cool. I can't really say too much on that because they did tell me some ideas they had, but I'm looking forward to the future, and I really hope that they can continue building on the Beyblade community and everything. Genuinely. Try watermelon here when you go to the Philippines. It's very sweet and very juicy. I would love to. I mean, man, I want to visit the Philippines. If you guys didn't know, by the way, I am 1/16 Filipino. I am 1/16 Filipino. My great grandma is Filipino. I did 80K mention it. Bullet Griffin would be allowed. Yes, Bullet Griffin's gonna be allowed for the Grand Prix and Nationals because they the official release for them is next week. Which, by the way, how many of you guys actually ordered a Valkyrie? Not a Valkyrie Vault, a Glory Valkyrie. I'm kind of curious. Because I from what I'm hearing, I feel like everyone is like kind of said like a bunch of stuff. Like they're like yeah, like well, like a bunch of stuff regarding that they didn't get it, unfortunately. With all the moves they're making. Yeah, it's really great. Yo, what's up, CCal? Oh, did you go to Anime Expo today? Wait, I need to ask. How did you guys get Rogan? Or did he end up just buying a thing? You're one of us. Exactly. What the hell? Zenki. Anime Angel. Make sure to thank Zenki for a gifted membership. What the heck? Thank you. What the heck, Zenki? Thank you. I appreciate that. Wait, did you? I think you DM'd me something. I totally forgot what you DM'd me though. I don't like the way that Discord and Bumble displays things. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll try sending that. I'll try sending that tomorrow. I'll try recording that tomorrow and sending it tomorrow. But I appreciate that. BBG El Papi Chulo. Hello. We got 2 reseller tickets last minute. Oh, that's good. Wait, hopefully it wasn't too much. Go Friday to LA to pick up 2 tickets. That's crazy. That's crazy, Sikal. Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't see ya. I'm sorry I didn't see ya. Was it on? I know you because you texted me and I think we were like leaving. I think when I saw or something. I think we were leaving. I'm pretty sure. Like me and Ashley were leaving. Oh yeah, we were going to the. Yeah, we were heading home to go get dressed for the Funko event. Wait, what combo did you use, Zenki? I feel like the weird thing is, I feel like a lot of people have said, oh, like Strike isn't good. Like some people in my scene use it and it's not good. And like one thing with me that I've seen regarding Strike is that it can be very user dependent. But it's also like when I hear what combos people are using it on, I'm like, wait, why would you use it on point? like that type of stuff. Like I remember seeing someone use the Drain Strike on point, and I was just like, I'm like, it's not the worst thing ever, but I think it's you're gonna be a little too passive. Did he say anything about the mold of the yellow Elevate coming with 0-0? No. He just told me that he made them, and then we literally just talked about Valkyrie. We literally just talked about Glory Valkyrie, he pretty much mentioned to me because I was like, oh, like, what's your name? I think his name is Endo. And he was like, oh, I'm Endo. And I'm like, oh, I'm Jacob. And then he was like, yeah, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, like, what do you do for Takara Tomy? And he was like, oh, I'm a producer. I made the Evangelion Beyblades. I made the Evangelion Beyblades. And I was like, oh, wait, that's super cool. That's super cool. And then I was like, and then I mentioned Aero Pegasus. I'm like, you guys gotta release Aero Pegasus in the West. And then he just laughed and was like, eventually. And then I was like, I saw that Silver Drake is coming out, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, Red AP, and he's like, just maybe in the future. That's all he said, pretty much, about me asking about if they were gonna release Aero Pegasus here. I've been logging my strikes performance like how you said, and it's kind of been losing more points. I might just suck. What are you using it on, Sukaira? I always lose to random decks like that. It just be like that. He's top 1 TT employee, honestly. Yeah, I think like creating the Evangelion Beyblades are really cool. Really cool. Like, but yeah, I didn't really talk too much about how he made the Evangelion Bays. I literally was just like, yo, you guys gotta release Aero Pegasus. And then he was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, and then I talked about Glory Valkyrie after, and then he was like, oh, Glory Valkyrie's good. And I was like, okay, better be. But yeah, like a lot of Takara told me we're gassing up Valkyrie so much. I think it's really cool that they like are loving it. But part of me is just like, is it like actually good, you guys, or is it actually good? Or are you guys just saying that so I buy it? But the one thing I do want to say, they did tell me that, because when I asked them about Glory Valkyrie's performance, they were like, "Oh, you got to use it on rush and low rush," and I'm like, I feel like that was kind of a no-brainer, but you know. A Blader's Spirit and still power of friendship. Yeah, Sloth. Was it using Pegasus is the power of friendship, literally. I haven't tried it much else. We did have the combo, but the kick mode. Oh, but my off kick mode though. Yeah, I only use good molds. To be fair, I only use good kick molds when I'm using kick. Into consideration. I mean, I hope so. I don't think I'm gonna have that much influence to be like, you guys better release Aero Pegasus right now. I gotta maybe the first thing I gotta do is I gotta try and make it to Bangkok, and then I'm like, hey guys, I'm here right now. I need Aero Pegasus. I'm like, you guys got to give me an Aero Pegasus again. And make it look like Galaxy Pegasus. Oh, that was one thing as well. I actually talked to them about Pegasus, and they were basically telling me that Aero Pegasus is completely based off of Storm Pegasus. And then I was like, okay, so Blast is Blast Galaxy? And they're like, no, it's Big Bang. And I was like, you know, that makes sense. But yeah, so basically, Aero Pegasus is based off of Storm Pegasus completely. It has some like pre-hybrid influence, of course, but they said they mainly modeled Aero Pegasus after Storm Pegasus. And then with Blast, they said they mainly modeled Blast over Big Bang or Cosmic Pegasus. There are bad kick molds, there are. I decided to use my Bullet Griffin and it got shattered first use. Damn. That's not great. Did anyone mention about any future left spin bays? I mentioned about it because I mentioned that I know that there's a future VX Infinity left spin, and they were like, "How do you know that?" And I was like, "Oh, so you confirmed it for me." But they didn't really give me any information on it. I just was like, "Oh, I know about that. There's a VX Infinity left spin possibly on its way," and they're like, "Wait, how like?" They're like, "Did you see it?" And I was like, "No, I didn't see it, but I just heard about it." And they're like, oh, damn. What are your thoughts on red AP 660 hexa? I don't think you should personally use Hexa on Pegasus, in my opinion, especially with the red arrow Pegasus. I just think its stamina isn't as great as like blue, and also red arrow Pegasus, like it's just more for attack. In my opinion, arrow Pegasus will always succeed more on attack. How do you differentiate between good and bad kick molds? Hold on, let me show you. I have a kick right here. I don't know if it's gonna show on the camera, but if you look inside of the kick, you will see a number. You will see a number, and it should say a something. If it's A1 through 3, if it's A1 through 3, it's good. It's a good mold. Not, in my opinion, not the best molds, but it's a good mold. If you have A4 through 6, yikes mold. In my opinion, they're just a little too slippery on the stadium. They're a little too slippery on the stadium for the way for how I like them. And then A7 through 9, peak. A7 and A8 are my favorites. Oh, so it is true, Zinky? They better give me a Galaxy Pegasus, bro. Like a navy blue Galaxy Pegasus. I do think if Aero Pegasus becomes like released in a stadium set, I wonder if it's gonna drop in price. Like the blue one? Probably not. We'll see. I really hope it's good. Devo. What are you doing here? So true, Devo. We love Devo. If you guys don't know who It's Devo is, he was the organizer for the biggest local weekly tournament in North America. His tournament was would always reach between 60 and 70 players. It'll be cheap with that dirty Hasbro QR code on it. Well, wait, what? If they do Aero Pegasus? I got an A3, nice. A3 is good. A3 is good. Also, Blade, how are you doing? Blade, in your opinion, I think I actually asked you this. What is your opinion on what is best for one-on-one portion to Karatomi Stadium? In my opinion, from what I have seen, like Rod Hexa is good still, but I do think Shark Rush. I think Attack Shark is probably one of the best options. But you know, I'm always interested to hear what you have to say. Wait, what? Rhino Horn? I thought it said. Oh no, I was like Rod Hexa. What? No, Rhino Horn. The hell? The blue one should stay JP exclusive. Yeah, but I mean, like, I want a Galaxy Pegasus one. So I want them to release a Navy Aero Pegasus. I want them to release a Navy Coat Aero Pegasus. Do I have a Galaxy Pegasus around here? I think hold on. Let me check. I have my like Metal Fight collection in here. Where's my Galaxy Pegasus? Oh, I think Illinuk found a new in-box Galaxy Pegasus. I think he did, at least. Let me... Dude, where... I'm trying to find it. When TG told me they want to have regional exclusives like with sneakers. With sneakers? What the... That's crazy. Bro, where's my Galaxy Pegasus? I just saw it. It's kind of worn though. I just want engine gear. Engine gear with X would kind of go hard. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna lie. Green a. No. Because I feel like Arrow Pegasus is already teal, so it's kind of like I don't want a green Arrow Pegasus. Please don't give me a green Arrow Pegasus, please. I do not want a green Arrow Pegasus. Okay, if you guys had to choose, what kind of recolor would you want Arrow Pegasus to have? In my opinion, I want a Galaxy Peg. I want like a navy coat. Like you know the navy wing? Oh wait, let me just show you guys the navy wing. Like the navy Phoenix wing? Oh my god, like just give me that. What's up, Def Not Noah? Hold on. I'm gonna get my navy wing. But yeah, like just give me Arrow Pegasus in this color. Like literally, oh my god. Like Arrow Pegasus in this color, please. That would be so cool. Why Ringdale sneakers? Oh hell nah. Like dark black or gold? That'd be interesting. I think a gold Arrow Pegasus. I would actually. That'd be cool. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie. Just give me new coral wings, please. Do you have the black wing? Give me Arrow Pegasus in general. That's also so valid. That is so valid. Is there a way to launch right spin into a left spin opponent? If I don't think I can guarantee the burst. You just have to read your opponent's launch, if I'm being honest. There's like a lot of nuance to it. Navy blue with black. Dude, navy blue and black would go hard. That would go hard. Why do you think the narrow bit became so popular in Japanese tournaments? Narrow bit is pretty good. I've seen it in person. It kind of feels like in between of rush and like free ball. Like you can use it like in attack, but it'll have a lot of stamina because it'll be able to ride the rail so cleanly. Pink Arrow Pegasus, that would be interesting for the girlies. Clear Pegasus like Clear Drake could work. Make it look like El Drago. That would be interesting. If they gave me a silver or clear Pegasus, I wouldn't hate that. But I think the only thing I don't like about that is we have the red Arrow Pegasus, which already has like the silver over it and just has the red in the middle. So I'm like, I just don't want them to have another red coat. Like I think not a red coat, sorry. I just don't want there to be another red Pegasus because we already have red AP. So I'm like, please, like I love blue. Or you know what would be great? Blue Arrow Pegasus, but with red, like in the middle. Or no. Or they did red on the outside and blue in the middle. Like Spider-Man colors. That would kind of be cool. I haven't found a scene in NV that's not hours away. Oh man, I don't really know much about Nevada. Clear Pegasus, I would hate. Yeah, I don't know. White metal coat, silver prongs, and pink. I don't know about that one. White. I don't know if white would look great with Pegasus. I don't know if white would look great with Arrow Pegasus. That would be interesting if they did like a Shogun Steel thing. I think that could be interesting. That would be crazy. Wait, like, do you mean like all three of them at the same time? Jesus Christ. Swapped from Twitch. No worries, Blade. I appreciate you being here. That would be interesting. What's it called? Do you guys think I should just stay on YouTube or because I was gonna play Pokemon Champions, but whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to funnel back into my Twitch a little bit. Who here has Twitch actually? Let me post my Twitch link in the chat again. But yeah, if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, definitely do. Because I don't really stream on YouTube. I don't really stream on YouTube very often. So if you guys can, definitely come by on the Twitch, or follow me on Twitch, I should say, because that's where I stream one. All the rare berries get in one RB, but in random colors. That would be interesting. Like, oh, random colors. Would they, with that theory, with that idea, would they just have, would it be like different colors in every time or something? Interesting. I've been seeing so many in our shark. Also, I feel like Meteor Elevate is kind of losing popularity. Interesting. I wonder why, Paolo. I wonder why. I wonder why. What's the team? I run Swampert, but I was gonna do something kind of evil. I had an idea to run a Mega Swampert team with Farigiraf. With Farigiraf in it. Solely for the purpose of swapping its ability to Sap Sipper. Because you can get a Farigiraf that has Sap Sipper, and then put Skill Swap on the Farigiraf, and then protect with Swampert, use Trick Room so that you are faster than the opponent, or just use Skill Swap first, and then use Skill Swap on the Swampert so that you swap it for Sap Sipper. So you give Swampert Sap Sipper so it doesn't have a weakness. Like, getting Arrow in black and gold would be like pulling a secret rare. Meanwhile, a green or clear one would be lesser. Oh yeah, I want a navy one, man. I want a navy one. What do you guys think the most realistic metal coat could be for an Arrow Pegasus? I'm waiting on the burst finish for Valkyrie Volt. I hope it's blue. I just learned that Nationals will also feature a metal fight tournament. Do you know if it... Wait, what? That's not happening. I'll go AKA Salvo. Thank you so much for the Prime on Twitch. What? That's so nice of you. But I don't think Nationals is hosting a metal fight tournament. Because one thing they did tell me, the way that they look at old Beyblade generations is vintage. They see it as vintage. So they call if you host a tournament that's like the old ones, they call it vintage. They call it vintage. So you know, black or white. Dude, a black Arrow Pegasus, if it was a black coat, that would go crazy. Dude, imagine a black AP and then with white in the middle. Oh my god, that'd be crazy, actually. That is crazy. That's really cool, Def Not Noah. What was on your Phoenix combo? Phoenix doing 760 lower. That's good. I think that's a pretty solid deck. What has happened? Because everything is ran through. I don't know. I know Nevada. I don't know anything about Nevada, unfortunately. I know like stuff in LA or California, and I know Texas has some decent stock here and there. And I know New York also has some stock here and there as well. For 30 bucks at a yard sale, you bought a red AP for 30 bucks. That's pretty good. Was it fresh? If it was fresh, that's very good, to be honest. Shadow the Hedgehog colors, black and red. That would be interesting. All the RBGs in gold in year 8 of X, and we'll know we're near the end of its lifestyle. True. I can't spell Nook without Unk. God, I'm vintage. No, yeah, it was very funny, Jake, because I literally asked them about Metal Fight plastic gen tournaments and stuff like that, and they literally were like, they're like, oh, we don't host vintage. And I was like, damn. I was like, damn, outdating it. That's crazy. And it's so funny because Blader Ken dapped me up because I was talking to him about Metal Fight, and I was like, oh, like I heard that you like his favorite Beyblade is Blitz Unicorno. And I was like, oh, I heard that you made your own Blitz Unicorno in Beyblade X, and I wanted to like let you know, like, Blitz Unicorno is one of my favorite Beyblades of all time as well. And he literally went like this. He was like, we're friends now. And I was like, hell yeah. I was like, hell yeah. But I was like literally telling him, I was like, yeah, like my favorite Beyblades are like Blitz Unicorno, Galaxy Pegasus, Arrow Pegasus, and he's like, you like horses? And I was like, I guess so. I guess so. I'm like, really though, the shape of the blades is what appeals to me the most. Were there any shark scale on Freeball in the tournament? I think I saw one. I didn't really see that many though. Looks used only 30 times. That's pretty good, I would say. $30 for a red Arrow Pegasus is very, very good. If it's like barely used as well, like even like you can find like a barely used red AP for like going over like 100 something. Like I'm pretty sure like the cheapest red AP I've seen lately is like 112. So it's like, that's pretty good. Here in the Spokane, oldest we've done in HMS, which is a part of Plastic. Yeah, we have had HMS tournaments as well. I have used the HMS Striker, if you guys know what that is. But unfortunately, my HMS Striker is broken, which is not fun. I'm gonna have to see if I can get another one, because I can't run it in HMS because it's broken. Closet Horse Girl. I'm a horse guy, you know? It's actually very funny too, because when I was little, my favorite motif, not my favorite motif, sorry. My favorite like Beyblade in Metal Fusion was Flame Sagittario, which is also kind of a horse because it's a half man, half horse. The centaur. I think that could be cool, Rogue. I just don't see it happening anytime soon because they're prioritizing Beyblade X. HMS String Launcher is broken. I heard that the HMS String Launcher is like super tedious, and it's just kind of like, why would you use that? On the 150 ratchet, which type of Bay do you think it benefits the most? In my opinion, well, the 150 ratchet is best on Arrow Pegasus and Phoenix Wing. I think those are the two Beyblades that will benefit most from the 150 ratchet. It's actually funny because there was a guy who was at the tournament, and he came up to me and he was like, yo, I just want to let you know, like, thank you. Because of you, I use my ace combo of Phoenix Wing 150 or 160 rush. And I was like, wow, that means a lot. What the heck? I'm glad I was able to put you onto that combo. And he's like, yeah, you were right. It's like insane. And I was like, have you ever broken another player's Beyblade? Like, yeah, oh yeah, I have. Eddie Beyblade. If you guys know who Eddie Beyblade is, I broke his wizard rod a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. I got back from Japan and we were practicing, and I cracked it. But yeah, Eddie and I are rivals in Beyblade. We're rivals. Him and I are always gunning for each other. Always top with Phoenix Wing 150 Rush. Phoenix Wing 150 Rush is just so good. It really is. In my opinion, it's the best combo for Phoenix Wing because it just attacks so hard. And you're not really worried about stamina with Phoenix. So it's like, it's just better to go all in. It's just better to go all in with attack on Phoenix. It's always the rod. His RPMs are insane. Wait, aka Salvo. What tournaments do you go to? Wait a minute. Salvo. Oh wait, Salvo from Mean Machine. I just realized. Wait, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a sec. It's so cool, by the way, that ADK told me that they were gonna reach out to some of the organizers that host Monday or Tuesday to go send some representatives over there, and I'm so glad that they got in contact with him. I think he said he got in contact with some of them at the Funko event. I'm not sure who he talked to. I know he mentioned Alice, which Alice, I forget I forget, like, I think I talked to her, but I didn't. I mostly spoke to the higher ups at ADK, which was Ashley, Mana, and Lucia. Those three I talked to the most. But I know Alice was there as well. Also, what do you think if they made any of the collab-based meta? Like, should they, or just think that it exists so it's cool? Collab-based? I think in order to make a collab meta, you would have to make it, whatchamacallit? You'd have to be like, oh, you know, Wizard Rod, Shark Scale type of stuff. What is your go-to music, if you have any, before go to any tournaments? I have actually a Spotify playlist. I can tell you guys what I use, what I usually listen to. I listen to a band called Never Tell. I also listen to a band called South Arcade as well. I also listen to whatchamacallit, Paris, Pvris, and I also listen to Therefore Tomorrow. If you guys are curious for what I listen to. I love your content. I was actually one of your ranking videos. I got into collecting and now I want to participate in a tournament. Oh hell yeah! Let's go, Bushido. I'm glad that you're into it. Yeah, like, that's all. That's what it's all about, you guys. That's all you guys are. That's what you get. I'm tongue-tied right now, but that's what it's all about. Also, by the way, again, if you guys are new here, if you guys would like to follow me on Twitch, I just linked my Twitch channel in the chat. If you guys would like to follow me over there, that'd mean a lot. I am going to be trying to just exclusively stream on Twitch if I can. We'll see. But you know what? I'm here. Might as well. I'm going to log on to Pokemon Champions for a sec, just because I do want to do some slight team building really quickly. Oop. Let me reload this. Don't seem to have as much stock as main releases, so I felt like if one did get released that would just high tiered, be highly sought after. I mean, it would have to be, because the thing with the collab base is that they're just retools. They're just retools of existing Beyblades. That's why you always see like Night Shield and stuff like that. Wait, what? It's going under mate? Bruh, I need my Pokemon. Oh, hell nah. What? When is the maintenance ending? Let me see. Need to build MU Annihilate team. What? 20? So tonight? So that's in... Is that in... Okay, so 1 o'clock is 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So, in an hour. In an hour. Flip. I have to wait? Oh, hell not. Not very good, but Ava is a popular property. Yeah, definitely. It is. I mean, I'm sure that's why they probably don't make the Evangelion or like the collab base very meta, just because I'm sure that's probably a concern, you know. I'm sure that's probably a concern. I wish I could meet you one day. Sadly, I don't live in the California area. I mean, that's okay. If you guys ever visit California, Southern California, and are in LA, there's a lot of tournaments that I'm at, so definitely come by. Also, Ninja, thank you so much for the lurk over on Twitch. I really appreciate you. So thank you so much. Literally, I appreciate that. And also, I just saw your profile picture is a Swampert. You know, I love Swampert. I don't know what your guys' favorite Pokemon is, but you know, if only we got a Purple Blast. Purple Blast would be cool. Let me see. I'm gonna check if I can download Pokemon Coliseum. My friend got some Monster Drink Beyblades. Monster Drink Beyblade. What? Where did they get that? Where did they get that? Let me go back to the Nintendo GameCube. Wait, only XD Gale of Darkness is on here. Wait, when's Pokemon Coliseum releasing? I thought it was on here. Myra Strikers, kind of funny. Made it a ninja for me. That's really awesome. That's really, really sick. Damn. I can't play Pokemon Coliseum either. Damn, I'm being robbed. Aren't those AI? Wait, what's AI? What's AI? Oh, the monster drink. Pokemon Coliseum base game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I want to play it so badly right now. It's just not available, you know. Are practices and like just random handles getting to be pretty popular in California? I know tournaments are getting tried, but what about just practicing and kicking it? So there are some tournaments, or not tournaments. There are some events where they just chill and practice, but it's not really often. It's not really too often. It's AI generated. I've never seen the monster Beyblade, so I'm sure that's true to an extent. But yeah, yeah, you guys, if you guys have any questions about the NA championships or the NA regional qualifiers, let me know, because I'll definitely speak on those. I'm not one to shy away from that. I am kind of bummed that I can't play Pokemon Champions now, because my Pokemon that I want to use, I have to go into Pokemon Home to get them into my Pokemon Champions right now, because I want to use Ferrograph. And I want to use Grimmsnarl. And I want to use them as shinies, and I have them as shiny Pokemon. So it's like, what the heck, man? But yeah, I dream of the day where I can use an all-blue deck again, though. I could be very close to using a white deck, but I don't really like that. I am kind of curious when they're going to release a colored version of Shark Scale, though. I'm very curious. I really hope they kind of do that soon. It'd be cool to have like a re-release of Shark Scale. And it'd be cool to have like a blue Shark Scale. It'd be really cool if they did a black one as well. A black Shark Scale would be sick, like kind of like the Black Shark Edge. But black Shark Scale, blue Shark Scale, those are at the top of my list for what they should work on, in my opinion. But yeah, I really think it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Let's see. Just need to double check something really quick. Let's see. Oh man, I had pizza yesterday, but for some reason I'm like low-key craving it again. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, I'm going to give you guys a link to westcoastbladers.com, because if you guys aren't aware, westcoastbladers.com is, we just got recognized by ADK, Takara Tomy, and they want to basically look at our events and stuff. So if you guys are curious, definitely sign up to westcoastbladers.com. Westcoastbladers.com hosts a bunch of tournaments every single day, and we are reaching out to other areas very soon. I know the owner of the website is currently working to include Hawaii, Nevada, Arizona, a lot of western states into it, and they plan to also start getting more, like Vancouver is interested, I believe, as well. So definitely create an account if you guys can on westcoastbladers.com. In my opinion, West Coast Bladers is going to be the future of Beyblade, in my opinion, especially because the interface is so nice. They could have just made the last random booster much better by just throwing in a shark as a reprint. Yeah, they could have. I know they did the Cerberus one. Have you heard of Gulf Coast Bladers? I have not. The hub for Bladers. Yeah, and there's a lot of things being worked on. So, you know. And the one thing I'm really proud about West Coast Bladers is now that I was able to connect with ADK and stuff, I was able to show them that website. I was able to show them that how tournaments are handled and stuff like that, and they really are taking us as a legit entity and stuff. So it's really awesome, especially since we have ties to esports now. If you guys didn't know, the first esport Beyblade X tournament was hosted through westcoastbladers.com. So definitely one for the books, and definitely something that I think people are I think it's gonna get more traction. It's gonna get more traction every now and then. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it though, guys. It's gonna be awesome. I think. What do you know about the U.S. national tournament? So the stuff I know, and the stuff I'm allowed to say or talk about, I should say, is basically that not we, but 80K is going to be outsourcing the events on the ground to another company. So they're going to be basically the backbone or the background. They're going to be the ones like handling everything in the background, but not going to be handling it all on the ground and stuff like that. The 80K is also prioritizing using the BX10 stadiums as well. So that's going to be awesome. Another step forward for the community. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really sick. Have you heard of a guy named Crush and Fool? I have not. I have not heard of them. Are they a content creator? But yeah, guys. So they're prioritizing BX10 stadiums. So, you know, if you guys want to play, if you guys want more things, if you guys want tournaments to be standardized, their goal is for things to be standardized. They're gonna try and use the BX10. They didn't really tell me if about the stands. Really, they were kind of vague about that, but they told me they're gonna be trying their best to make sure that it is a legit tournament. They told me that they want to make it more legit than Anime Expo for sure. So I'm doing my best to have faith in them. I know they have a lot of things going on in the background, but they really are sincerely trying their best with the community. What do you think about the new Sneak Attack Stadium? In my opinion, it's not really worth buying unless you want to have it for collection. I think the 2 bays inside it are okay at best. Definitely cool to have for collection, but I don't think it's really great for competitive. I wouldn't really recommend it if you're trying to get into competitive Beyblade. So it just be like that. But also guys, I don't know how many of you guys know, but I launched a Patreon earlier. For those of you who are mentioning rating like their teams and like stuff like that, if you guys are interested, definitely check out my Patreon. I rate people's combos and teams over on Patreon now, just because it's better, it's easier for me to manage. And also I have a exclusive Patreon Discord on my Patreon as well, that is exclusive to members, where you can get help from me, personal help from me, personal help from other people who are also in the Patreon as well. You also have the option to get coached by me as well. I'm actually setting up 2 calls next week to help coach some players. So I'm looking forward to that. If you guys want to get coached by me, there is also an option in that as well. The way my coaching works basically is I get on a call with you once a month. And we basically talk about what Beyblades you're running. I ask if you can send me any footage of you playing so I can analyze the way you play. I will also send footage of me on just practicing, and I'll give you guys tips on how to master certain launch techniques, and also how to master launching certain Beyblades, and also very specific combo building advice as well. So I'm trying to pull out all the stops for my Patreon to really give you guys a solid experience and really help you guys improve in the game of Beyblade. So if you guys are interested, again, I'm going to post it one more time. If you guys are interested, definitely check out the Patreon. It's really awesome. Thank you, Gloomy. Yeah, Gloomy is always active in the Patreon. They recently got like second or first place, I think, at a tournament as well. So I'm glad that the advice is starting to help and everything. So it's really, really awesome to see that they're doing well in their tournaments and everything. Let me switch. But yeah, it's really, really cool. One thing I do want to say about the NA qualifiers, though, guys, is that it is going to be first come, first serve. I did also speak to them about the Los Angeles or the California regional. I did mention to them that they don't have a cap on the tournament, and they told me that they are going to be capping the tournament. I asked them how much the cap might be. They said that they're likely going to be capping it to 128, and I told them to definitely make sure to get on putting that on the website, because at the moment that it is not updated. I asked if there is a chance that they might increase it, but they said that they are unsure. They said that if they did decide to increase it, that they would the most they would increase the cap of a regional would be to like 150 players, it seems. But you know, I'm hoping things keep going though. It would be really cool if they introduced a like system. If 80K introduced an actual circuit where like you could get points, like how in Pokemon you have points in Pokemon, to where you can just if you attend like tournaments and you get enough points, you can make it to like the world tournament. I think that'd be awesome. I hope one day we get to that level. That would be really, really cool, because then people will actually, I feel like the chance to make the world qualifiers will be much more fair, in my opinion. Not that it's not fair right now, it's just single elimination, you know? It's like the most difficult, you know? Yeah, I did ask them about online registration. They said that it's unlikely. That they're gonna have online registration. It's pretty much gonna be first come, first serve, like in Middle Fight. Yeah, like in Middle Fight when you had what's it called, Battle Bladers, I think it was called, Battle Bladers, and you had to get enough points to qualify. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be really, really cool. But that's just me hoping. I hope we get to that point in the future. Would be great. Would be really, 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 really cool. Really, really cool. So, crossing my fingers for that. I'm really, really crossing my fingers for that. But, you know, I did pretty much say most of everything that I'm allowed to say, I should say. There's some things that they did tell me that I don't want to reveal or say, just because I don't want to like say it, because I don't know if I can say it. They didn't really. Some things they did tell me not to say. They did tell me some things I can't say, so I definitely can't say some things for sure. But there are some things that are like on the fence of that, where they didn't tell me I could say it, but they didn't tell me I couldn't say it. So it's like, but I want to make sure I'm being safe with it. Giant Strike, are you still running 960K? I'm still getting a bit of inconsistent results. It might be a skill issue though. So I've been running Strike. I make top cut almost every single time I use Giant Strike. I got top 3 and top 4 not last week, the week before. Because last week I only went to one tournament because I only had time to go to one tournament. But the week before, I'm still winning a lot with Strike. It's actually one of my bays that gives me the most stuff. They eyeing you for future sponsorships, I can tell. Yeah, so I'm not trying to like leak too much. There's there's some things I can there's most of the stuff I've said already are like most of the things I can publicly say. Was there any talks on official American G3 events? Not really. They just said that their end goal is to try and bring what is going on in Asia over to the US. I don't really know when that type of stuff will for sure happen, but they did tell me that they have an end goal of that. So I know that their goals are to be showing that Beyblade is competitive and more. So I know that they have a lot of that planned and everything. Man, I really wanted to play Pokemon. I might have this be a short stream just because I literally can't play any of the games I want to play. Like, I guess I could play one match in Champions, I guess. Let me just see if I can log into it first. Let me see if I can log into it. If I can't log into it for some reason, then it's just GG's. It's just GG's. But let me see if I can at least play one game. Down here in Chicago, we have a ton of bladers here. Yeah. I did. What's it called? I did mention the Beyblade bar, but I didn't. There was no talk about the Beyblade bar here. We just talked about like the Beyblade bar in a general sense. All right. It looks like I can. Oh, the season ends in one day. What the? I didn't know it only had 1 day left. Okay, I'm just gonna use this team, I guess. Man, if they introduce Rillaboom. If they introduce Rillaboom, yeah, if they introduce Rillaboom soon, that's gonna be rough, because then I won't be able to run it anymore. My Swampert. Let me see what team this is. Ooh, Trick Room team. A Trick Room team. Okay, let me see. What do I do here? I think I'm gonna lead Sinistra. I'm gonna have Pelipper in... should I have Pelipper in the back, actually? Yikes. I'll have Macaroni, actually. I'm gonna lead Sinistra and Macaroni. Okay, I'm gonna just do this. How an intended motion launch would affect how the movement pattern of the Beyblade would behave. It does have a little bit of momentum instead of just angling position. It does. I'm actually I'm going to try and make a launching guide soon to where I can basically do that, you know. Let's see. I forgot that I need to remove fake out off of Macaroni. I liked foul play better. Foul play was way better in my opinion. Dire Claw? That did nothing. Oh, I got poisoned. Yo, what's up, RPM? And also, yes, I do play Pokemon Champions. If you guys are interested in following me over on Twitch, I always stream on Twitch. So yeah, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I'm gonna link it in the real quick. AX was fine though, RPM. It was just, you know. Let's see here. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I'm gonna do Rain Dance here. Wait. No, I can't do Rain Dance. I'm gonna have to just send out Nomi. Yeah. Ooh, 570? I don't. I wouldn't. I think if we were gonna use one of my favorite combos for what should we call it? Ooh, that hit a lot. Bum, ba-da-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, I think one of my favorite combos for Shark Scale is 770 low rush. I don't think 570 really is it, just because you have increased burst proneness, I would say, and then yeah. What's it? Trying to get into competitive Beyblade X sucks when TT stadiums cost an arm analog. Yeah, I know it's not the best. I know it's not the best. Definitely sucks. Dun, 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 dun. Let me do this. Was it? Yeah, of course. My stadiums didn't help me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, right now it's really rough. Honestly, rough for everyone, to be honest. It's really, really rough for everybody right now. What? Avoid the attack. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ba-da-dum. But yeah, of course. I feel like yeah, it's kind of rough. It's a little rough. Let's see. But yeah, I know it is rough though. It sucks again because ADK to Karatomi themselves, they're even having supply issues on their ends, so it's bad. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. The first thing they need to increase are the stadiums. Yeah, I would say the same. Like, I think people deserve to have access to the stadiums 100%. 100%. Is more due to the import cost spike? Yeah, that's also true. And shark scale. They are, I know, pumping up shark scales for sure. I know they for sure are. I know what to do. I know what to do now. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But yeah, it's rough right now. It is rough right now. But yeah, actually, I'm curious though, guys. Like, what do you think? Like, actually, again, well, I'm also curious about this. Actually, I want to kind of answer this one first. Ask this question first. How many of you guys were able to get Valkyrie Volt? Oh, not Valkyrie Volt. Sorry, Glory Valkyrie. My bad. How many of you guys were able to get Glory Valkyrie? Macaroni. I got lucky. Salvo, I'm glad you got one. Yeah, I feel like everyone has been saying I didn't get one. I didn't get one, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. We're all struggling, man. We're all struggling. I'm really hoping that, like, I'm gonna have to like camp out Basin Bricks online because it's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough. Dice just got lucky. Damn, that's crazy, bro. All right, so we got Sinistra, Tyranitar, Incineroar. Okay. I low key might lead these two again. Yeah. Another rock team. But yeah, I pre-ordered one for 85. Jesus RPM. I hope you get it soon, fast. That's insane. That's insane. Like actually insane, dude. Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys are over in the Southern California region, if you guys want to join the tournament I'm hosting, on next Saturday, definitely come through. Do you have any info on how Beyblades are manufactured? Do they have their own plants or contract out? I don't have information on how they're manufactured or anything. I just, I pretty much just, I just know that they're working on things. And I'm pretty sure they have all of their factories and stuff in Vietnam and everything. Yeah, I'm sure it's something like that, Salvo. Oh, macaroni. Oh, tailwind. I mean, I should have seen that coming, to be honest. Alright, let's rain dance. It's the only thing we're gonna be able to do. No, yeah, but it's a lot, guys. There's a lot that goes into it, unfortunately. Way complicated in a lot of ways. Macaroni, no. Okay, took out the Glamora, at least. Oh, please don't kill me. Yikes. Alright, let's see what we can do here. It's alright, it's alright. I'm not really too affected by this. Let's see. Let's see if this will do anything. They got Tailwind up though, so I'm just gonna have to survive. But yeah, it's a lot though. I do feel like everything is gonna get better though. I'm sure, like, because the way they're ramping everything up right now. Yeah. Don't kill me, please. I'm hoping the strength up works. What? Oh man, it has mirror armor. Okay. I'm just gonna have to do this. I'm sure we will make a difference. I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot that's making a difference, really. Realistically. I really do. I really do. Let's see. Man, I don't know if you guys play Pokemon Champions, but it's hard. Sometimes you gotta be locked in. You gotta be locked in for this stuff sometimes. Bulk up. Damn, mirror armor? Seriously? I feel like I should have used Matcha Gotcha here, but holy Philip. What the? Let me see. Let's try to hold on. Let me get my battle playlist. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Man, I can't do shit. Great. Please make it flinch. That would be so great. Ah, shit. Goodbye? Well, what can I hope for here? What can I hope for here? That's the question. I think I just keep doing Rock Slide. That's the only thing I can do, really. Please flinch. Please flinch. Please flinch. It's gonna do Matcha Gotcha. That's a lot of HP. Oh, Sinister Flash. Great. Okay, now I'm gonna have to Rock Slide again. Let's see what I can do here. Great. Alright, okay. Well. Yeah, that went bad for me. Really nothing I could do though there. Alright. It is almost 2.5 hours of streaming though. So I may end the stream here after this, just because, you know. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a bit though, especially listening to what I had to say about the national tournament, about Anime Expo, and everything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna be uploading my next video on Wednesday. So if you guys are interested, definitely show up for that. Like, I'm gonna be probably uploading it at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that is my goal for uploading it. It's gonna be how to master Hover Wyvern video. So I'm gonna be locked in on that. Let me see who I could raid over on Twitch though. Let me see who I could raid over on Twitch. Who do I raid? I might just go bug Tiff. So yeah, if you guys are over on Twitch and you guys want to join us for the raid, please come over. Please come over and join us for the raid, so we can give support to one of my friends over on Twitch. So yeah, definitely come by, guys. But yeah, that'll be it for the YouTube stream. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to be ending here on the YouTube first. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely click on the Twitch link below. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side if you guys want to end off with us over on Twitch. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys on Wednesday for YouTube. Alright, YouTube is done.